All right, you guys seen the play. Oh, let me introduce myself, man. It's me, Xavier Daniel with the Walk On Warriors. If y'all ain't know, I worked with the Hawks talent game for the past 2 seasons with their draft room strategies and everything. And so, I watch tons of their game. I always got to support the guys. Those are my guys. I always text West and let him know, yo, I'm watching. This is what we got to do. And this right here, this is one of the things that I always tell people, take away the middle of the court, right? So at the beginning of this possession, this right here is what you don't want to do as a point guard, right? Right here. We understand as a point guard, and then your two guard is always going to be on the opposite sides, right? So we understand that. So usually the point guard isn't gonna want to come this way because obviously it's gonna create clutter. So what they want to do is actually bring the ball up court. This is what I always say from a point guard. You want to figure out a way to get this ball up court in the middle. Swan, right here, Swan, our lockdown. He didn't even have to work for this one. Bucket literally helped us out right here in this possession right here. Because as a lockdown, you want to force him over here, right? So look, this is exactly how it goes, right? As a point guard, let me tell you, as a point guard, you want to come up, figure out your way to be best in the middle of that court. So you can't get double teamed. It's harder to do anything. As a lockdown, you right here, these are your lines that you actually got to think about as a lockdown. You want to keep that guy over here because what it does, it creates this right here. It creates another defender with that out of bounds. Creates completely other defender that's not even play. That defender don't even get paid from your team, but they help you out so much, right? So you always want to keep these guys coming up this way, which it closes up the court. And if he actually has to make a pass to somebody who can help him, this pass, if he's over here, has to come all the way over here or over here, right? And it's based on how your defense want to go. Or, as you can see, he actually has somebody in the backcourt. But guess what? This right here, he don't ever want to make that pass. Why? Because that's a yellow guy. That is a power forward. If you got your power forward bringing up the ball, you're in bad space. All right? So as a lock, you want to always keep these guys outside of this free throw lines, which help you guide him the way you want to bring him, right? You don't want to allow him to get back middle. I always say take away the middle. The middle of the court is always good for the offense, never good for the defense. So as we watch this play unfold a little bit more, this is exactly why you want to take away this middle as a lockdown. And look, you never allow him to get back. And look, he has nowhere to go where he was running up that court. Nowhere to go but back into Swan. Nowhere. Look, even Colt was up high to try to help alleviate that pressure. What Colt should have been doing, forget alleviating the pressure with his screen. What he needs to do right here, we do the green bigs. What he needs to do is actually space himself right here in this middle. That would actually alleviate the pressure, and Walking Bucket could actually just pass him the ball right in the middle. Came back, picked the ball up, and win his offense as usual. But instead, rookie mistakes, the point guard, rookie mistakes, right? The point guard continues, and there's really not much he could do because he's getting bumped. So the most he can do is try to stop and let the game do what it does, but the point guard continues up this path. So guess what? This allows for our big to help cut him off right there. So now you're in the middle of two defenders. This is why I always say take away the middle. Take away the middle. And look what happens as this play continues and evolves. He has absolutely nowhere to go. He's stuck by two people. Look at this. Colt is still trying to set a screen. And it's just like you have absolutely nowhere to go. Bully was just getting up the court. So that means this guy right here. This is what I always say too. Kel's right here. Because these passes is too long across the court. Look, this is my passing dots. This pass is always going to be too long across the court. What I always tell, I'm like, yo, be aggressive on defense. So right here, I would have had Kel right up in this, right here in this area. Up in this area. Why? Just in case Colt actually played this better and rolled, you have this help. And guess what? The other person on the wing could have dropped down. Right now, Buck is in too much pressure to even think and conceive this pass. And if he got to show me something right there, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't think Bucket is much of a passer. I think of him as more of a scoring guard than a passing guard. So I would take my chances with that if Colt actually played that well. But guess what? It leads to a turnover. Look at this. And then look. So much pressure on him. He can't see nothing. He don't even see that one help pass away. Look. C just said, you know what? C just said, you know what? I'm going in too. Let's have fun. Because there's nowhere to go, bro. Nowhere to go. And this should have been a communication thing too. Because when C's did this, right here, I always used to tell my teammates, yo, we got to communicate that we coming out this corner. Why? So it could let my big man know. I want my big man to know I need to drop. So we could just bring out that quick blitz double team from the corner so he could drop. And we'll see if he makes that pass. If he actually wisens up and make that pass to the corner, I'll live with it. But it's not many times that they really go ahead and make that quick pass. But I still say don't help one pass away. But I use this strategy based on the point guard. If we're gonna help one pass away from there with a quick blitz, but this is a strategic one where Fakey, my center, would either drop if we don't trust his shooting, or at least drop straight to him and create a different type of pressure. And as you can see, it gets us a turnover. Oh shoot! Sorry guys. There we go. The drawing went away. It gets us the turnover. And you know what they say, defense lead the offense, and Kel's with the dunk, man. That's the one thing when I always say take away the middle. And look at that.